Bought a new Canon HF G40 video camera, and it comes with a battery charger. Unfortunately, the battery charger only allows you to charge the battery on the camera. So I thought, well, I'll buy a genuine Canon battery charger. I know they do one separately. The genuine Canon battery charger, which is basically what this looks like, is close on £70, which is ridiculous for a couple of components inside and a box to charge a battery. An extortionate amount of money. So I had a look around on eBay, and there's a number of Chinese copies available, and I came across this one that looked very similar to the original Canon one, and actually you'd think it's obviously designed to be, made to be look like a Canon Charger. So I thought, I haven't actually tried it yet. It's actually got the 4 contacts for the battery. So a lot of the cheap Chinese ones have only got the 2 contacts here. So all they do is they probably just time the charge and also look for how much current the battery is taking. But in theory, if it's got the extra 2 connections, it's got the feedback to the battery, and there's a little processor on board the battery which tells the charger to sort of stop charging or reduce its current rate or increase its current rate, and various other sort of parameters of the battery is in, probably also temperature sensing. So this was I think it's about £5 including postage. So I thought, well, for that price it's got to be worth it. It's actually really nicely made, and I think, to be honest with you, most people would be hard pressed to tell the difference between this and a genuine Canon product. But I'm sure that's not the case when we open up inside, and we'll see all sorts of horrors. So let's whip the screw off and have a look inside and see what we've got. It's just a normal Phillips screw. It's not a non-tempered screw. It feels like there's another screw there. Yeah, it looks like there's another screw under the package, under the insulation. Poke that one through. Is there, or was that a... Oh no, another Phillips screw. Okay. So I'm still holding it in the corner there. There we go, just as I thought. The 4 contacts are actually there just for show. 2 of the contacts are actually used for charging. On board here we've got a very basic switch mode power supply, a capacitor. Looks like a current monitoring resistor, current sensor resistor just over here in the corner. It's the high voltage capacitor here, which is the high frequency switching side. Okay. We've got the 2 LEDs here for monitoring for the state of the charge. Let's take the board out and have a look at the soldering underneath. Okay, well, the soldering's not too bad actually. It's quite nicely laid out. A couple of surface mount diodes here. There's just a little FET down here on the bottom. But it's a pretty basic sort of circuit. And it looks like it's just you leave the battery on, it will just keep charging. I don't think it's got any elaborate sort of timer or anything like that. So it's got some form of current limiting and current feedback, so it shouldn't in theory overcharge the battery. Bit of brown snot on the winding, just almost like, I don't know why they did it. I don't know what's the point of that, to be honest with you, because it's not. Oh, it looks like it's probably glue left over from the where they glued on the back of the connections here. But I suppose for £5 it's not bad really. Would I trust it with my battery? I think I probably wouldn't run it unattended for the first couple of times, just before I get my confidence up in it. So I think I might try it just to see what it's like. I might just use it in emergencies. If I'm stuck out somewhere and I need to charge the battery, I can carry on using the video camera and maybe use this charger. Unless Canon's going to do the decent thing and drop the prices of their chargers to something like 30-40 quid for, a charger would be still like too expensive, but certainly a lot better than the £70 they're charging now. I'm not going to buy a Canon Charger. I don't know why they couldn't supply the off-board charger in the first place. It would have been a lot easier. Makes the camera a lot more usable. I mean, when you're using the camera, you don't want to be using it as a battery charger. And the funny thing also is, I mean, if you want to replace the battery charger that comes with the camera, which is the the onboard one where you have to plug it into the camera. That's actually more expensive than the off-board charger, so it would have, in theory, saved them money if they'd given us the decent one in the first place. Anyway, so that's the charger for the Canon HF 40, and it does the 30 and 20 as well. I think all the other models that are in that style and that type of battery. But for £5, can't really complain, I suppose. I'll power it up, run it up, and I'll probably leave a comment on my findings. But thanks for watching, and more to come. Plug the battery in and try it. This is the original battery that came with the G40. We'll plug this in and see what happens. So it's switched on. Saying it's charging. So that looks alright. Yeah. Well, straight away, crappy connection. So, okay, I suppose, what do you expect for bloody £5? It's full and it's charging at the same time, so I think that probably means it's charging and it's full. So, well, it's obviously a crappy connection there. I think basically, there you go. The contacts probably need cleaning on the charger as it's brand new. You can't expect the contacts to be clean when you buy it, I don't suppose. But it's obviously, it looks like it's working now. The contacts will need cleaning. I'll leave it on and we'll see if it gets hot.